Hey, in this video, we're gonna show you everything there is about living in Cumming, Georgia, and we're gonna do it on the map. That way you can really get a feel for what it's like in terms of the proximity to the lake or the city or the airport or other areas, and really get a feel for what it's like to live here before you officially make the move. And then if you stick around to the end, we're gonna give you a market report, go over some census data, and really give you some of the important information that you would wanna make or you would wanna have when making your decision about your next move. And we're gonna get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in Atlanta, Georgia, or in this case, Cumming, well then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market conditions here in Atlanta. My name's Denny. The team and I get calls each and every day from people just like you looking for help in making the transition here to Atlanta, and we absolutely love it. So if you're making the move, whether it's in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Atlanta or Cumming, Georgia. As I mentioned in this video, we're gonna give you a tour on the map, so let's hop over into the computer now. All right, we're here in Cumming, and as you can see here on the map, what I've got highlighted is really the downtown Cumming area. Cumming really consists of, let me see, let me get this, expand this. So here's Cumming. It's really 30040. That's considered Cumming. I think even 00, is it 28? If not, yeah, that little sliver. And on the other side, 41. And so let me zoom in just a tad. And 41 is, if you can see, let me put this in here and I'll give you a little lay of the land between as to where it is in proximity to everything else. But this is that 400 that I talk about in all my videos. It's like the highway that runs from Atlanta directly up the middle of kind of Georgia from the Buckhead, Sandy Springs, Dunwoody area, straight up north to north and south. And so this is Lake Lanier here, and 30041 is over on this side, on the east side, and 30040 is over here on this side on the west side, as well as 30028. So let me clear that and let me zoom out a little bit just so I can give you kind of proximity to Atlanta and the rest of the suburbs. So as you can see here, and let me draw real quick. This is Cumming right here. And this is the 400 that I was referring to. And it runs from really right here about Buckhead all the way up. And so that's really how you get to, excuse me, how you get to Cumming around here, this circle. This is 285, Interstate 285. It's the loop or the perimeter around Atlanta. So here you have Atlanta, and the airport is down here on the southwest side. So from Cumming, it's probably a good hour to hour and a half to the airport, depending on if you live in South Forsyth County. It's in Forsyth County, Cumming is. If you live kind of on the south end of Cumming, which is about right here, or the north end, which is up here. And so that's the proximity to Atlanta. Over here, this Lake Lanier, obviously, if you're into lake life, it's a really good place to be in terms of proximity to the lake. And Woodstock, you have over here to the west, and Canton, Ball Ground. And then out here on the east side, you have Brazelton, and heading over to Athens. So let me clear all of that really quick. And let's zoom in and show you some of the local attractions, and then I'll dive into some stats. As I have mentioned on many of my videos in this area, all these little pins that I've dropped are the entrance to the Big Creek Greenway, which I love. It's one of my family's favorite places to go. So if you're in the Roswell, Alpharetta, Cumming, North Fulton, South Forsyth area, the Big Creek Greenway is a 20-mile. Let me see if I could. Big Creek Greenway. There we go. It's like a 20-mile path that just weaves through the woods. As you can see, here's just some pictures of what's going on out there. And there's, I have a plethora of pictures with my family out on these trails where you can walk, hike, bike, do all of those things. And so those are all the entrances. There's quite a few of them throughout Cumming. But let's again just kind of zoom in to the downtown area. So this is downtown Cumming. Exit, here's North Side Hospital Forsyth. This is exit 14. Yeah, get my drawer back out. This is exit 14 right here. 9 just kind of snakes along beside. When I say exit 14, that's off of 400. So 400 is like the main highway interstate. And when you're going into the city, if you have to commute into the city, that is going to get fairly crowded the closer you get into Alpharetta, Roswell, and really around Sandy Springs. Not so much up here, but you're going to have in around Cumming area, you're going to have all the access you need to Kroger, Publix, grocery stores, things of that nature. There's going to be all the national franchises in terms of restaurants, fast food, and that kind of stuff. Costco, Sam's Club, all that's going to be in most of the areas to come. You're going to have a ton of parks. Matt Park, Fowler Park is a big one that I talk about a lot. Central Park, all of these huge parks. But if I zoom in a little more, let me clear this. We'll zoom in to this downtown Cumming area. So they've got a really quaint downtown. You can see my vlog on downtown Cumming. This is where you're going to find some restaurants. It's not nearly as developed as like a Roswell, Alpharetta, Sandy Springs, but Cumming in Forsyth County is one of the fastest growing counties in the country. So real estate values are going up. Population is expanding. But this is the downtown Cumming area. And then as I zoom out, as I mentioned, you've got the lake over here on the east side, and then it's not as dense in terms of the population yet, but growing quickly. The collection at Forsyth right here, back up just a tad. Let me close that. Scroll down off of exit 13, you have the collection at Forsyth. This is one of those, big developments. It's been around for a long time, many, many years at this point. I'm not exactly sure when it was first developed, but this is good. 20 years plus. But you're going to find everything that you would at like an outdoor kind of mall as it relates to restaurants and bars and shopping, chiropractor offices, shoes. You get the idea. Across the street, you've got Starbucks and all the things. Movie theater, AMC right there. There's also a Starbucks on this side. My favorite garage, Corey's Auto Services. You guys can for sure trust them if you're in that area. And then, like I said, all the grocery stores. So it's your typical suburb. Polo Golf Club community right here is a very affluent and popular place to live. So this is Bethel View that runs up there, and then Polo is here. There's soccer fields at Polo right there as well. My kids have played out there. It's in very close proximity to the north side of Alpharetta and really Milton, which I have lived as well. So here's Milton. Alpharetta really goes all the way up to like right about there. And then it switches over into Cumming. So they border each other. Fowler Park, which I talk about a lot, is right here. And there's Greenway access there. There's Midway Park, West Forsyth High School. All of the schools, by the way, in the Cumming area are going to be real high quality schools. And they're growing not only in the, youth sports, the quality of the education, all of that stuff. So highly rated schools in throughout Cumming. And then close to Polo over here, you'll hear about this area called Vickery, the Vickery Village. And so this is another live, work, play kind of development, tons of bars and restaurants and shopping and residential area. It's right across from the soccer fields at Polo, which back up right to the Polo Golf and Country Club. And then inside of there, you have Cherry Street Brewing Company and a lot of other Nido Cafe. Those are some very popular places in the area. And then right down the street over, let me clear that. Here, if you've got young kids or if you're just into Christmas lights, you're really gonna want to pay attention. Come on. Give me my drawing thing so I can show you. This is exit 13 off of 400. This is exit 14. Bethelview runs up here. And as it crosses, this is Kelly Mill right here. Then there is a neighborhood. Clear all of this. Oh, I just cleared it. Clear all of this. Mouse, zoom in. There's a neighborhood up in this area called Ashbrook. And that is where they have what's called the Night of Lights. And people drive from all over Georgia to visit Ashbrook Night of Lights. This neighborhood, just to give you an idea, hundreds of homes, and they go all out. So there's a couple hundred homes in the neighborhood. And this is a good indicator of what 99% of the homes in the neighborhood look like. So it's a really popular attraction around December. Like I said, the reason they call it the Night of Lights is the neighborhood puts those Santa Clauses throughout the neighborhood on one weekend of the month, and they raise like $20,000 or $30,000 and they give it to a family in the neighborhood. But I'd say 99% of the people that visit don't contribute or put anything in Santa's bucket, but it's a really cool thing that the neighborhood does. More importantly, it's a really great experience for kids and for families or anybody who's really into Christmas lights. Like I said, hundreds of homes, 99% participation, and that's up there in that Cumming area as well. So really quick, I'll just go over some stats. I talked about, let me zoom back in, clear this, close that, move this a little bit. So I talked about Halcyon in my Alpharetta video. That's like a big live, work, play. That's technically Alpharetta, but that's about exit 12. And then here you hit the collection at exit 13, and then downtown Cumming and some big development around exit 14. And then it keeps on going up. By the way, one of my favorite places in Cumming, if you're into the craft beer scene, which I do like craft beer, let me, is Nofo Brewing Company and Distillery. That is up here. And that's one of my favorite breweries. If you go in, ask for Joe. He's the owner. Tell him Denny sent you. Let's back out of there. And just to give you some proximity, eventually the exits stop. And so this is probably a good 20 minutes past exit 13 or 14 up in the North Cumming area. But I'll show you some stats really quick. Over in 30040, there's about 72,000 people. As you can see, A+, public schools, nightlife, diversity, housing, family, jobs, all those things. Lots of population growth there. And then if we were to change that to 30041, same thing. There's about another 70,000 people. So about 150,000 people in Cumming altogether with good housing, public schools, jobs, diversity, things of that nature. I think the median home values, these may be off a little bit. 85% people own, a little bit of renting going on. I think that's probably a little bit higher, maybe up closer to 400,000. Here we have a different source and we're getting a median sales price changing from 400 to 475 from 20 to 2021. And so as you can see, population is growing, home values are growing, and it's becoming more and more developed, but still a great place to live with a lot of bang for your buck and a lot of value as it relates to real estate prices. About an hour and a half from the airport, about 45 minutes to an hour from downtown Atlanta, without traffic. Now with traffic, all those numbers are going to change. Great outdoor activities, great schools, lots of shopping, retail, restaurants, jobs, close proximity to Alpharetta. And so really, unless you're going all the way into the city, it's one of my favorite places in Atlanta. And then you can always check out our other videos on John's. Let me get the drawer out here. These are other really popular areas, obviously Alpharetta, Johns Creek, Milton, Crabapple, over here, Canton. This is a lot more rural, but growing quickly. Woodstock's really well developed. Roswell's further in town. And then out here, you have like the Buford. Sugar Hill has a nice downtown area, Swanee. And so Cumming's a great place to live, but there are a lot of options. And, if you've lived in or around the Cumming area, if I missed anything, like feel free to leave a comment below so that people have a really good idea of what's going on. Our goal is to empower you with information so that you can make a good decision in your transition from whether it's somewhere else in the state or some other state altogether, and you're moving across the country. And so we don't know everything about Cumming, although we know a ton about it and have done a ton of business here, lived and played in the area. I've lived in this Milton, Alpharetta, Cumming area for quite a while with my wife and our 4 children. Played soccer. We go to church. We work. We have our offices all up and down this 400 corridor. And we'd love the opportunity to show you around. And so if you've been in this area, if I forgot something, drop it in the comments below. If you have a question, feel free to reach out. Again, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, our goal is to help you make a smooth move to the area. And so if you haven't already, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so that you can be notified when we release new videos or of the market here in the Atlanta, Alpharetta, Cumming area. And we'd be happy to help. We'd love to help you make the move. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, schedule a Zoom, whatever is most convenient for you. And we hope to see you on the next episode. Till then, take care.